The Christian must die. Die! Yes, and they will. You know, there's a certain sector of the world which are growing exponentially because they conquer nations, they conquer people, and they absorb them or they kill them. It's very much like nations used to be many moons ago. There are chapters in the Old Testament where God tells the chosen people to go and to slaughter this particular nation and leave nothing living. You kill the women, the children, the babies, and the animals. And there is this story in the Old Testament where the Israelites did go and invade this particular tribe, and a few of the remaining warriors, soldiers, men, they fled the villages and headed for the woods. The Israelites hunted them down and slayed every single one of them, and then went back into the village purposely to finish off the women, the children and the babies, leaving nothing living. That was under God's order, people. And this story is a story what Alex O'Connor talks about and questions anyone that proclaims to be Christian or have an adherence with the Old Testament. It's absolutely vile and disgusting, but delicious at the same time. Fucking delicious. Now, this is what the certain sector of the world is doing. The ones who have a swarthy complexion and they have long black beards. Yes, I'm almost looking like one of those persons. With a little bit of tan, I could get away from one of those persons. I might start joining their gang. Now, some of you will be aware of Andrew Tate. And Andrew Tate left... What's up, dude?
Right, you alright?
Yeah, good, thanks. He left Christianity to become a Muslim because he says that the Christians are weak and they're pathetic and they're gonna get crushed. So he knew what side was best to be on. And so there we have it, people. I'm going to look upon that with absolute delight, watching the Christians just get popped like grapes because of their patheticness and their meekness and their weakness and their liberalness and all of these disgusting, vile things that have never fared well with a human being. No, it isn't the meek that's going to inherit the world. The meek are going to inherit hell because they're the ones that are going to get slayed and violated and traumatized and culled in their masses. Yes, that's what's happening to the meek people. And so I'm looking forward to seeing it happen. And of course it's happening all around the world. And so it's a very, very good thing. What also is a good thing is that countries are starting to introduce euthanasia. I think it should be made law unless a person can do at least one full press up and one full squat, then they should be eliminated. And there's no circumstances which are going to be mitigatable. Doesn't matter. Well, if this person doesn't have any arms, Your Honour, well, fucking more reason to eliminate them then. To be fair, isn't it? This person can't do any squats, Your Honour. He's only got half a leg. So it's not really possible to do a squat. Too bad. Yeah, I go to the gym and I just, that's all I see around me. Just old decrepit, old miserable fucking ghosts of human beings. There's nothing there. They've never done anything in their lives. They don't do anything now except and you look into their eyes and they're fucking dead. There's not a soul there. Fucking do them. Do them all. That's what I say, people. And that's what many other geniuses have said in the past, all over the world. That's what they've done. That's what they've done. That's what they knew was right. And when we look at the Egyptian iconography, the symbolism, they knew where it was at. With the crook and the staff. I've done a video about that. I'm going to do another video about it as well. They knew where it was at. You've got to grab the fuckers by the neck and poke them into fucking subservience, and if they step out of line, then you thrash them within an inch of their lives with a fucking flail. That's what you do. And incidentally, that's pretty well what's happening today. Everybody's been thrashed within an inch of their lives, having to work up to 70 years old. Most people don't even fucking make it to 70. So what they want to do is they want to keep everybody enslaved right up until the point of death. Good! That's what I say for the fucking idiots that can't think their way out of a fucking paper bag. Well, that's their lot. That's their lot. Anyone that's doing menial tasks and insufferable, pathetic, brain-dead tasks. Well, you were born into this dimension like worker ants, just to serve the queen, just to serve the queen, like me, Queenie. Yes, just to serve people like me. Get into your factories. Get into my factories, pack my chickens, bottle my beer and tin my beans, and then collect your pittance of a pay and go buy my beans and my packed chickens and my bottled beer, you pathetic, insufferable, grovelling little turds. Yes. You see, there's not too many people that can really look at this world for the way it is. And any pathetic turds that consider that compassion and caring is a modern thing and it's a human thing and it's a benevolent thing is not. First and foremost, they are just misnomers. They don't really exist. They're just fictions of your own fantasy and projections of your own insecurity. For instance, I spoke about my sister in the first video, didn't I? And I ask myself and I ask her, who exactly are you doing all these kind things for? Because even like her 20-year-old son said to her, Mum, nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares, Mum. They don't care. So if she gets a little present here and if she brings a little present there and it's so nice and this, that and the other, what of it? Nobody needs this shit. Nobody needs, fucking meals cooking or bringing round. Meals on fucking wheels. Nobody needs anything. The bellies are all full. The cupboards are all full. The level of appreciation is very, very low. And so spend your time fucking knitting. Start knitting fucking knob warmers or something. And then, fucking send them to the Eskimos. They might be grateful of your labour and of your kindness. But, acts of kindness in the modern world are meaningless. They're absolutely fucking meaningless because everybody's got every fucking thing. And nobody gives a fuck. And most people are just so dull that nothing means anything anyway. Because they've just had everything given to them on a fucking platter all their lives. But if you go and set up a soup kitchen on the African plains and you're cooking some fucking pizzas and some fucking chicken legs, they will be grateful. They'll be very grateful. And you'll see gratitude in their eyes and joy in their eyes, and you'll hear their lips smacking when they're enjoying that food because it'd be wonderful to them. But you fucking start giving out free fucking soup around here, nobody gives a fuck. I was going to so-called soup kitchens or charity places where, let's go this way, let's go walk in the green, shall we? Where you go in and you can have a hot meal and you can have a sandwich which has been donated by a local company because it's it's just gone over the sell-by date. And so you can go and do that, but everybody's in all the fucking finery. They've all got gold fucking rings on and fucking watches and phones, and nobody's starving, nobody's dying. And you know how many people don't even eat the whole fucking plate which is put before them. Times have changed, people. Times have changed. We need a massive catastrophe. We need a third world war. We need a nuclear war. We need a whole fucking array of meteorites plastering the earth like apparently it did in bygone days. That's what we need. And then our neighbours will become our fellow men. And then we will be knocking on the doors and really caring for one another and helping, and everything's going to mean something. Today nothing means anything. All the old fuckers in the old people's home, they're just taking for granted that that's what they're going to get. Why should this be taken for granted? Why should life be taken for granted? No, it shouldn't. They should expect to die every single day. In actual fact, they should expect to be culled every single day. Because in a real society, there would be. It's only in a forced, degenerative society that they're being kept alive, people. They're not being kept alive through compassion. They're being kept alive because it's a drain on resources. The more old people that there are alive, the more resources it needs to cater for them, the more fucking money, the more time and effort, the more labour, and it makes nations weak. And whilst they're doing that, they're not practicing to be fucking soldiers, or they're not building up the nation, you know, in a meaningful way. No, they're just fucking there, ooh, wiping the fucking drool and the shit from their fucking pants. Once I was in hospital for 12 hours because I had a problem with my lower back and I couldn't walk. And I was put in this wing with fucking living corpses. They couldn't open their eyes, they couldn't say anything. They were, it's like one of these horror movies where you see a skull with skin on it, and the skin's all fucking mottled and brown, and if they've got any teeth, they're fucking black, usually no teeth, and they're absolutely fucking skeletons with this skin over them. And they're all screaming and wailing out. And then ever so often you get the orderlies, nurses, in 2s and 3s that go and put a curtain around one of them because it's shit itself. And then they've got to fucking scrape and wipe and wash that shit. Fuck's sake, end it already. If the world, if the human race was really humane, they would have ended it a long time ago. There was this fucking bag of fucking bones with skin stretched over it lying next to me, and I'm assuming its daughter used to come and sit with it for about 10 minutes. It did this once, because I was there only there once, and I don't know how many times this daughter would come in, but there's no reason to come in because the parent, whatever it was, I couldn't discern what it was, wasn't alive effectively. Its heart was beating, but it wasn't alive. If it ever had a soul, it would have left a long fucking time ago. So this daughter, who was about 50 years old, and the thing lying next to her was about 80 years old. So the daughter used to sit there thinking through the phone, and then just get up and then go like that, pat on the arm, and then just walk out. You know, why was she doing that? Just to relieve her own conscience, so she could say, oh, I was at my father's bedside when he died, or I was there right up until he died, bless him, bless his cotton socks. That's the only reason, people, because there's no compassion there, is there? There's no caring, there's nothing to care for, there's nothing to have compassion for. They're not there to receive it, so there's not compassion and it's not care, is it? So what is it? It's guilt, isn't it? That's what it is, it's guilt. So when they do die, if they leave any fucking money, you at least believe yourself or kid yourself that you deserved it. And that's it, people. You know, I'm not pulling any punches on all this bullshit. Care is a bullshit misnomer, the same as compassion. And in actual fact, care and compassion cause trauma. They, in actual fact, cause people to have trauma. Look at what care and compassion causes any particular nation. It about sends them fucking bankrupt. It gives people the most hideous and heinous and fucking unrewarding jobs to do, like wiping the shit of a fucking corpse. How's that rewarding in any shape or form? It's not. And, you know, it's not like, oh, they're going to nurse them back together. No, there's no nursing them back together. It's going to happen. It's over. It's finished. It's a one-way fucking street going down. And so, why don't they walk around the ward and go, who's 75 today? And then you've got little old fucking Martha. If she's still compass mentis, she'll go, or more likely, she's like that, shitting herself and vomiting, but one of the kids are sitting next to her, and the kids go, oh, Martha's 75 years old today, and they go, okay, they get this fucking syringe out, they squirt it a little bit like that, and they're going to go, you want to go bye-byes? Okay, this is bye-byes juice. There you go. There you go. Oh, bye-byes. That's how it should be, people. We should be saying bye-byes. In actual fact, when I become the global president, I'm going to coining this juice as bye-bye juice. It's going to be called bye-byes juice. Because you're going to go bye-byes. Where you fucking wrong. Yes. Now, people could be saying, oh, he's a monster, look at him, I always knew he was evil. No, I'm not. I'm the most benevolent and most caring person that you would ever meet. But it just so happens that I'm speaking some truth here, and if you asked all these people, you know, if you just sat by their beds and ask yourself, why are they screaming? What happens when people scream? What's the cause of it? Well, it's usually pain, terror, or fear. Yeah. And so these people are screaming, well, these corpses are screaming and writhing. You know, within 12 hours, I filmed it on my fucking phone, and I sent these fucking videos to people. And it was like, over there, over there. The next to me is, or some fucking thing like this. And it's like, my God. Send a bomb for fuck's sake, finish it. It's not benevolent, people, it's not compassionate, it's evil. It's prolonging pain, suffering and anguish and fucking mental trauma. That's what it's doing, prolonging that shit. If they can't do a fucking press up or a squat, or if they can't string a few fucking compass mentis sentences together, it's over. It's time for the end. It's time to go bye-byes. And so, I commend Canada for introducing euthanasia, and Switzerland done it, Britain's gonna do it. Come on, you see, because the stupid cunt in the street, they're under this misnomer of compassion and kindness. They haven't got the fucking clue what compassion and kindness is. You know, they don't even know that it's just an affliction that they've got. For instance, you know, how many of you actually do kind things? Think about it, really. How many of you just do something for somebody else and you've got nothing to gain from it yourself? Or you think you've not. But you see, we all have something to gain. Like my sister, she's got something to gain. She alleviates the conscience or the will or the desire to do it. Because if she doesn't alleviate that, then it builds up and it builds up and it builds up. And she'll be thinking, oh, I've not cooked for anybody. I've not given anybody any of these presents. Oh, I've not been round to see them and fucking bored them, you know, in a few days. Good God. Look, my sister, you know, she proclaims to be an angel, and she does have a kind heart, a kind spirit. There's something there that, you know, has been, she's very loyal to family and things like that, and, you know, will do anything for her family. But that's more of an affliction than anything that's actually been created within the self, I'm sure. And the reason why I say this is because, well, nobody else suffers from it. It's actually a curse, and it's fucking making her age, and it's fucking wearing her out, and she can't fucking sleep properly, her mind's never free, because she's always catastrophizing, thinking, oh, what if this, or what if that, or I need to help this person, so this, and she's going on about her sons. Her sons are adults, they can fend for them fucking selves, they don't need leaving any money, they don't need their arses wiping. You know, we've all fucking made it ourselves through life. Fucking grow up, you silly old bitch. You know, and fucking live a little bit of life for yourself before you're fucking dead, because you're not long off, to be fair. Yeah, when you look at things, frankly, people, when you look at things, really, when you take away all the glitter and you look at the fucking bare bones of the human being, we're just a fucking machine. It's just a group of fucking chemicals, and we call these chemicals compassion and care, when it's not. It's terror and fear and guilt. That's what those things are, because you're terrified because of your attachment to lose these people, and you feel so fucking guilty, you know, when they died, and if you didn't do this and if you didn't do that, oh my god. And someone will say to you, oh, did you never go to see your old mum when she was in the care home? Well, I was too busy, and I've got 5 kids, and my husband's a paraplegic, and oh, but you must have found time. Oh no, I didn't. How much did she leave you? 50 grand? Oh, you're not guilty about that? Oh my god, I'm guilty. I can't even spend this 50 grand now. It's pathetic. The human being's fucking pathetic. There's nothing good about the human being. The human being is vermin, people. What's the definition of vermin? You know, without looking on Google, what is it? It's a so-called creature that is destructive, that spreads disease, that's of no benefit to any other creatures around. Well, fuck me, who do we know that's got those qualities? Lo and behold, it's the nasty pink ape, absolutely destroying this fucking earth, killing the vast majority of the earth's beautiful creatures, spreading fucking disease like wildfire, destroying everything it lays its fucking hand to, raping all of the world's natural resources, causing beautiful forests to be barren fucking deserts. Are you trying to tell me that the human being's got compassion and it cares and it's benevolent? It's a evil motherfucker. And the sooner that the fucking a whole shower of meteorites blast those motherfuckers into the dark ages like cavemen, the better. That's what I say. And that's why the powers that be are always creating these wars, because they just gotta keep culling the motherfuckers, keep the motherfuckers' population down. They are actually vermin. By very definition, they are actually fucking vermin, running all over the place, infesting every fucking thing, cutting down all the beautiful forestations to put their nasty little fucking bricks and mortar up. To do what? So they pack fucking chickens for themselves and bottle fucking beer for themselves so they can wallow in their own fucking misery. That's all they're doing. They're just providing for themselves, the nasty fucking scourge of the earth, scourge of the fucking cosmos. Don't talk to me about benevolent, beautiful human beings. They're fucking vile vermin. Now then, how many of you are going to unsubscribe and fuck off? Because, like, you know, for those, I don't think there's too many left anymore, because, like, you know, my fucking brightness, my enlightenment, it just shines too fucking bright. It literally burns the faces off, it melts the faces of these motherfuckers. So they all fuck off. But for those of you that are still around, that, you know, you believe in baby Jesus and God, and you think you're compassionate, and you think you're loving, and you think the ultimate thing of the cosmos is love, really? Can you show me an example of that? Can you? I'd love to hear from you in an email. I'd love to hear 10 reasons why the cosmos is benevolent. I think at the bottom of the list would be, well, it causes pain with people so they gain wisdom and enlightenment. Right. Could we not gain wisdom and enlightenment any other way? Do we need to have our faces blown off and our bollocks fucking turned to dust before we get a little glimmer of enlightenment? It doesn't appear that it could work any other way, to be fair. Yes, I hear you. Yeah. It's a fucking hellhole, people. And so there's much to be said for, this place being a prison planet for souls. Only, I'm not in agreement with that bit. I don't believe, I've seen no evidence of these fuckers having souls. And so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens to them. And to be quite frank, I think those with real souls, those with fully fledged souls, nothing happens to them. Because,
Are you doing a video?
Yes, I am.
Yeah!
Are you miscreants? Are you miscreants in a prison?
Yeah.
I thought that, because every time I come by here...
YouTube channel. What's your
Yeah.
YouTube channel?
It's called Miscreants in Prison.
Misfits in prison. No, it's all good, sir. See you in a bit, mate.
Have a good day.
You too.
That's one of these care homes, and you see it's got a fucking 10-foot fence around it. And that's not to prevent anyone from going in, it's to prevent them fuckers from coming out. But I was in places like that, for many, many years. They're unfortunate, whereby the parents are on drugs, or, the parents never offer them any support, this, that and the other, and they've become wayward. Some of them will go on to be half decent people, and many won't. That's how it is. But one thing about these people, they're always very vocal. And I think they are mostly awoken, because that's what this thing does, when you have childhood trauma and things like that. It wakes you the fuck up. And when I was a kid, their age, and I'm walking around schools and I'm thinking, what the fuck is this place? Who the fuck are these fucking aliens? These fucking drones all around me. Yeah. Anyway, people. So, yes, I think hopefully I've upset quite a few people in this video. And hopefully there'll be a substantial loss of subscribers. People going with their little fucking wieners between their legs and hiding under their pillow and just wishing for a soft fluffy world. And no, sorry, no softness, no fluffiness, just the harsh reality, just hell on wheels, really, to be fair, people. So, yes, euthanasia. Sign on the dotted line for euthanasia. All in agreement? Here, here. Chum, chum. Okay. Now then. Anyone over 75 years old can't do a press up or a squat. Same thing. Sign here. Anyone that believes in baby Jesus, set them to crush rocks. They already are. Only they're not crushing rocks anymore, they're actually packing chickens. Okay, so anyone that believes in baby Jesus, give them a life of menial, pathetic, mind-bendingly boring tasks, because that's all their minds are capable of doing. Okay, great. Any swarthy skinned folk with long beards, well, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing well, boys. You're doing well, because the Christians are crumbling all over the fucking world. The weak, backboneless, spineless fuckers. They're all crumbling. Yes. And so I think I'm going to do an interview with Andrew Tate, because Andrew Tate sounds like my kind of guy. And I might even join that gang. I might join that gang. Just fucking dye my beard black and I'll be there with them, crushing Christians like fucking rotten grapes. Yes, now we're talking, people. Now we're really talking. Okay, so what else have we got? We've got these stupid folk on the planet, you know, the ones with no soul, no spirit, no gumption, no drive in them. They'll never think about anything new. They'll never be anything or do anything. They'll just make fucking bins for dog shit. That's all they'll do in their lives. Or they'll make fucking signs, put pretty colours of bicycles. Oh, draw a bicycle on this sign. What do? I make bicycle signs. What the fuck are they for? To show people that you can go on your bike here. Oh, very interesting, very useful. Yes. Couldn't have worked that one out themselves. Well, unfortunately, if you've got a large path like that and you've got a very busy road, wouldn't it make fucking common sense that it's for bikes and pushchairs and fucking go-karts as well as walking? Yes, but not to most people. So I've got to make signs, that's what I do in my life. Look at that drone. Oh, look how he runs. Pathetic, weak little drone. He looks about 7 stone soaking fucking wet. Oh my goodness. I'd love to get hold of him in the fucking Gladiators auditorium. Arena. Yeah. And stand there before him and get my war face on. And go, and smash my sword against my fucking shield. And I'd just be fucking, my mouth will be salivating of the blood that I'm going to be drinking when I've slayed that fucker. Only I'd make it last an hour. I wouldn't just do it, I'd make it last a fucking hour. I'd cut all of his arms and fucking legs off and his cock off. And then finally I'd fucking impale him on my fucking sword and I'd hang him up for the arena to fucking jeer and fucking cry out, and they'd all be going like this. They loved it. You see, in the old days with the Colosseum, you know, when you got one dude lying on the ground grovelling and begging for mercy, then all the crowd would be going, end it, do him. Bloodthirsty they were. Ooh. They could taste the blood. They were all licking their lips. Thousands of them. And they'd go there every single week to see people getting slaughtered. I think I was the gladiator. I think I should be a gladiator. I think they should bring gladiators back. I think they should do that. But only they do it in different ways these days. They do it in injections, and they do it with the food, and they do it with the menial tasks. They cause such abject depression that people will just fucking take their lives. You know, in China, these huge factories that they've got, you know, many of them have got these like suicide prevention like nets all around the buildings, so people can't jump off the fucking roof or out of the windows, because that's what fucking millions of them have been doing. So even if you want to kill yourself, you can't, because they want you back in the fucking factory tomorrow morning. You fucking worthless piece of vile fucking scum. Yes, oh my god, now we're talking. But I wonder if these automaton were really soulful creatures. And then couldn't they find another way? Couldn't they say to themselves, fuck this shit, I'm going to go and work in the fucking paddy fields. I'm going to go and fucking trap fucking rabbits and live off the land. Or, I don't know, I'm going to go and see my fucking granny. She lives in England or America. I'm going to pretend I'm going for a holiday and I ain't never coming back to this shithole. Soulful people will be doing that because they'd be thinking about things. They'd be thinking about their predicament, and they'd be weighing up the pros and the cons, instead of just getting up in the morning, gotta go into the factory, I might kill myself today though, but if I don't kill myself, then I'll go back to the factory tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, forever, until I probably fall out that window and die on the ground and smash my head in. God damn it, human being, human vermin, fucking pink slug. Yeah, Where are the good ones, people? Where are the good ones? Show me where they are. Can anyone show me where they are? I can't find them. I can't find them. I can't find the good ones. I can't find their fucking souls. I can't find the beautiful genius. Oh, where are they all? All I can see is a fucking shitfest. Everywhere I go, a fucking shitfest with fucking ghosts walking around. That's all they are. They're fucking ghosts. I wonder how much philosophy she's read. In actual fact, I know that woman. I met her on one occasion. I spoke to her in the church, and she told me she had a spiritual vision of the Virgin Mary. And I said, interesting. What was she wearing? And she says, a blue gown. And on this pillar in the church was a picture of the Virgin Mary with a blue gown on. And I said, what? Like that one? And she went, yeah. And I said to her, do you not think that that was a projection from your imagination? Did the Virgin Mary really wear blue? Or if you look into mythology, blue has a significance to it. And it's supposed to be divine. Why? Because it's the colour of the ocean and it's feminine. And so therefore they put Mary in a blue fucking gown. Did she really see the Virgin Mary standing at the end of her bed? Or did she just project it? Because she's so sad and she's got no reason to living life, and so she projects a reason, and the reason is the Virgin Mary, and she comes and opens up the church a couple of times a week, and then she talks to the little silly old fucking blue rinse old bags and gives them a cup of tea and a biscuit, and then they'll sing a song and they'll say a prayer. These silly old fucking bags haven't got a clue what they're singing and what they're fucking saying, nothing. They've got fuck all better to do except go and get a fucking cup of tea and a biscuit with a few other old fuckers that are nearly dead. That's all it's about, people. Good God, isn't it sad? Isn't it pathetic? It's really pathetic. It's really pathetic when you look at it.